Hi, welcome to the website activity. In this tutorial, we are going to look at how to use Microsoft Word to create a simple teaching and learning website. Before you even launch Microsoft Word, make sure you gather all the materials you require to create the website. You can put these materials in a folder and name the folder. I have created a folder on desktop called My Website. Inside that folder, I have assignments I want to add to the website. I have a course outline. I have a small video which I want to link to the website. I have a textbook and class lessons. These are the materials I'm going to use on my website, so I've gathered them into one folder. Now, after you have gathered your materials for the website into a folder, launch Microsoft Word. We are going to use tables to create our layout for the website. So let's go to the insert menu and then click on table. In the drop down, we are going to select a 3 by 3 table. Now we have a table. We want the table to fill as much of the page as possible. So we are going to extend the size of the table. We are also going to reduce the margin size so that the table fills more of the page. Click on the page layout menu. In the page setup section of the ribbon, select margins and select narrow margins. Okay, now we are going to merge the top row of our table. This is going to be called the title section. That is where the title of our website will be displayed. To merge the rows, there are two ways of doing this. You highlight the first row, right click the row you highlighted and select merge cells from the drop down menu. The second way of doing this will be applied when we are merging the last row. The second method is to again highlight the row you want to merge and then go to the layout menu, click, and then in the ribbon you will find merge cells. Click on it to merge these cells. Now I'm going to expand my table to fill the page, but to make sure I'm actually filling the page, I'm going to reduce the zoom. I'm going to zoom out so I can see clearly the borders of my page. Now when I move my cursor over the table, I'll see a white handle at the bottom right corner. You see it as a box, small box. Move the cursor there and the cursor will change to a diagonal arrow. Now click and hold and then drag down. As we are doing this, the new dimension of the table will be displayed for you to see. When you are okay with the new dimension, release your mouse and see the table taking that dimensions. Now we have 5 parts as you can see on the page. The top section is called the title section. This is where we type the title of our website. Currently this section is too big, so we need to reduce it to the appropriate size. You can use the cursor, bring it to the line below the title section. The cursor changes to up and down arrow and then you can click and drag up. Do the same to the copyright information section, which is the bottom row that we merged. This row also needs to be reduced, so we click and we drag up. Now we need to fill the page with a table, so we repeat the previous step by dragging down again. In the situation where you get two pages like this, simply drag any of the sections a little bit up, and then the second page will go away. We also need to resize the middle row, which is made up of the navigation section on the left, the content section in the middle, and then the announcements section on the right. Ideally, the content section should be the biggest, so we are going to move the cursor to the line that is on the left border of the content section. Click and then move to the left. We are going to do the same to the right borderline. Click, move to the right. The title section is still a little bit too big, so we click and drag up. Then we can increase the size here. If you are okay with the layout like I have now, you can go in and then now zoom in to the page so you can see the text that you type. I'm going to start by typing the title of the website. This website is being designed for Winneba International School. And their motto is knowledge is power. Now we need to format these texts appropriately. So I highlight and then increase the font size with a grow font button. If it becomes too wide, you can use a shrink font to reduce it. I'm going to center it as well and then change the font. Okay. Now we are going to apply formatting to the motto as well. Center, increase font, bold, change font style. Now I want to put in the logo of Winneba International School. So I'm going to click in the title section before the word Winneba. Click on the insert menu, look for picture and click from the ribbon, and then I'm going to select one nice ribbon. Then I'm going to select one nice picture. Now you realize that the picture distorts the cell layout. So the first thing you do is click on the picture, select wrap text and select square. Then now you can reduce the size of the picture to fit appropriately. Alright, so I'm done with the insertion of the picture. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type some information in the navigation section. The navigation section contains all the individual web pages that we are going to create. The first link or the first page that we are creating now is the home page. Then we'll create a lessons page, an assignment page, and then about teacher page. So these are the 4 pages we are going to create. Now I'm going to format these text as well. Increase the font, change the style. Okay, I'm okay with this style. The content section of this first page is going to be the welcome information. So I have welcome. I'm going to type some information about the school. So Winneba International School increase was established in 2010 and is a top class school with international reputation. You can continue typing any information you want your users to know about the school. So I'm centering the welcome and I'm underlining it. I'm going to increase the font a little. Okay. Next is the announcement section. Here I'm going to type information I want both parents and teachers to see when they come to the website. Let me format this. Okay. Announcement. The only announcement pending now is that the PTA meeting scheduled. The PTA meeting has been scheduled for 21st August 2014. All parents, guardians are expected to attend. Okay, so this is the announcement that is currently pending. Now the last section we are going to type is the copyright information. This section usually contains information about the developers of the website. We need to insert the copyright symbol. There are 2 ways of doing this. The easiest way is to open a bracket, type the letter C, close the bracket, and you get a copyright symbol. You can also go to the insert menu, look for symbol on the ribbon, and then click on the copyright sign. They will both give the same results. So this was designed by New Age Media, 2014, and then all rights reserved. So any modifications to the website has to go through this particular agency. All right, now we have almost all the information we need for the home page. What is left now is to format the sections to make it more presentable. Winneba International School has the colors blue and green, so we are going to apply that on the website. I'm going to change the shading of the sections or the cells. You can do that by clicking the cell, going to the design menu, and then selecting shading. There you see a color palette. Then you can select the colors that you want. If you want more colors, you can see more colors here, and then you can select. So the color is green. Okay, so I have green. I'm going to make the copyright section the same color to match. Once I've selected green already, I just have to click the shading or click the green here, and then it applies to it. Now the other color of the school is light blue. So I come to the navigation section, click the shading, and then look for a light blue, and apply. Okay, same goes for the announcement section. Alright, the content section usually is left as white, but you can change that color as well. Just make sure your colors contrast the text to make it easier to read. Alright, so now I'm okay with what I've done for the home page. I'm going to save my work. Now remember, we are creating a web page or a website, so we are not going to save it like we save our Word documents. This is the procedure for saving. You click on the file, or if you are using Office 2007, the Office button, and then click Save As. Now you see the Save As dialog box. Navigate to your folder that you created. The folder I created is on the desktop, so I'm going to click desktop on the left here, and then look for my folder. Okay, that is my website. So I click on this and then click on open. Now in the save location, I have my website showing. This is telling me that the file I'm coming to save will be saved in my website. Now the file name, technically we are creating the index page, so we change what we have there, and then we type index. Save as type, we are not saving a Word document, we are saving a web page. So we scroll down and select web page. Note that we have single file web page and then web page filtered, but let's use web page. So I click on web page. If you have done all these things, you can click on save. Before you do, just make sure you are saving in the folder you created. The file name is index, and then save as type is web page. So now I click on save. Immediately you do that, your web page will now show in the web layout view. So this is how your document, or this is how your page will look like if it's opened in a web browser. Okay, now I want to edit this page, so I'm going to the print layout view, and then I get this. I'm now going to create a lessons page. Okay, to create the lessons page, all I need to do is to change the contents in this section and then save it with a different name, and I get my lessons page. Usually with websites, the title, the navigation, the announcement, and the copyright information don't change. It's only the content section that changes. So I'm going to change this welcome to lessons, and then change the text here. Welcome, no, lessons page. The lessons in this course have lessons. Okay, let's say the course outline below will give you all the information you need of this course. So I'm going to add the course outline as a hyperlink, so that when students click, they'll be able to download and get access to the course outline. So course outline. Now what I need to do is to create a hyperlink. So I'm going to highlight the course outline. Then I click on the insert menu. In the middle of the ribbon, I have ribbon. In the middle of the ribbon, I have hyperlink. So I click on hyperlink, and then I have my folder which I created here. That's my website. So what I want is the course outline document, which is here. So I select course outline. Now on the top right corner, we have screen tip. This is going to display some information to the students when they hover the cursor over the course outline text. So I'm going to type here, click to download course outline. Okay, then I click on OK. Immediately my course outline becomes a hyperlink. I'm going to continue and outline the lessons I have. So lesson 1, this lesson introduces Okay, so I write a brief intro about the lesson, and then I'm going to create a hyperlink that will link to the lesson 1. So the same procedure, hyperlink, and then lesson 1, information society. This is a PowerPoint presentation. So I select, and then a screen tip, same procedure, click to download information society presentation. Okay, then we do another one for lesson 2. This lesson will inform the students about user hardware and software issues. Lesson 2, computer hardware and software. So again, I highlight this to give the student a chance to download or open the file when they click on that link. So you can continue in this scenario till you exhaust all your lessons. The final thing I'm going to do here is maybe I want to add a video tutorial. A video tutorial on Microsoft Excel and viewed by clicking let's say it can be downloaded. So introduction to MS Excel. So I highlight this hyperlink. You can hyperlink to a lot of other files, not only documents or PDFs. So here I'm going to select a video file and then put in click to download Excel tutorials. Okay, so I have all my links here. Now I need to create a link between this lessons page and then the first page, which is the home page or the index page. But before that, I need to save this page. So be careful not to click on save, as this will overwrite the file we created earlier, which is the index file. We need to create this, we need to save this page as lessons. So we go to the file or office button, click on save as. Where you have index as a file name, change it and then make it lessons. Don't change any other thing, just make sure you are saving in the same website folder you created, and then the file type, save as type, is web page. Now click on save. Alright, so to make sure you have done the right thing, you should see lessons on the title bar. Now we need to create our links to move between pages. So I'm going to highlight the home in the navigation section and link it to the index page. So hyperlink index. Don't select the shortcut version of the file. That one is preceded by the tilde sign and the dollar sign like this. That is a shortcut file. So make sure you are selecting the index file like this. Then click on OK. And then I'm going to create another link for the lessons file, which is the same file I'm currently working on. So this is the lessons file. Okay, I have two hyperlinks. I'm going to save this lessons page finally, and then go back to the index page and create hyperlinks for these two as well. So save. Okay, now to quickly access the index file, I can just come to the office button if you are in 2007, or file if you are using 2010 and above, and then look for the recent files or recent documents. I'll see the index file. This is what I want, so I'm going to click, and then I have the index. I'm going to change the view to the print layout view, and then create my links again. Insert hyperlink. Home is linked to the index file. Lessons is linked to the lessons file. Okay, so now I'm going to save this. You can continue in the same way and create pages for assignments. You can do this by just changing the title here as assignment and type information related to assignments. The same goes for about teacher, and then repeat the steps we have just done for these two pages and link them to the appropriate pages. Now I've finished creating a skeleton of my website. I'm going to find out if it actually works. So I'm going to close this and close all the Word documents, and then open my website folder. Inside here I'll see the index file I created and its associated folder, and then the lessons file and its associated folder. Let me arrange by type. Now I'm going to open the index file. Let's go. Okay, index with my web browser, not with Microsoft Word. So here we have the web page, and this is my index file. Let's see if the links work. Clicking on home will take you to the index file, which is the file we already have, so nothing happens. But when you click on the lessons, it takes you to the lessons page. Now let's see if we can access the home again. Okay, so home and lessons, we can move through the pages. If we had created pages for assignments and about teacher, we could have navigated to those pages as well. Now let's check if we can download our course outline. When you move the cursor there, the screen tip should show. Click to download course outline. So I click, and then I have a prompt. You have chosen to open this file. Do you want to open or you want to save? Okay, for this option, let's say I want to open. So I click on open, and then the course outline is showing. Now back to my web page. Lesson 1, Information Society. This is a PowerPoint presentation. So I click, and then I open, and then I can access my PowerPoint presentation. Finally, let's see if the video is also working. So click to download Excel tutorials. This is a video. I click again. It asks me what do I want to do. I want to open the file. I click the file. Hi, welcome to the first lesson in Microsoft Office Excel. Okay. So the video is also working. So follow the steps that we have done for the home and the lesson files and apply to the assignment and the about teacher or any other files that you want to create. This brings us to the end of this website tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.